The third type of chart that we are going to look at is called the box and whisker plot. Before we look at box plots, we need to learn about quartiles and the interquartile range. A quartile is 3 points that divides this data set into 4 equal groups. Each of these groups contains 25% of the data, like quarters. There are 4 quarters in a dollar. There are 4 quartiles in a box and whisker plot. The Q1, or the lower quartile, is the middle of the smaller half of a data set. Q2 is the median, which we will still refer to as median instead of Q2. Q3 is the upper quartile, which is the middle or the median of the larger half of a data set. I'm going to go ahead and write median for each of these. The interquartile range is the third quartile minus the first quartile. So it is the middle 50% of the data set. I'm going to look at 2 examples. If you need to go back and take those notes, go ahead and pause the video. So if this is my data set, the first thing that I always want to do is go ahead and put it in order from smallest to largest. So I have 53, 65, 68, 69, 70, and then 2 72s, 79, 83, 84, 85, 87, 89, 90, and 94. Oops. So now I have my data set in order. I have I have 15 numbers in the data set. In order to find my middle, I'm going to add 1 and divide by 2. So 15 plus 1 is 16 divided by 2, which is 8. So the 8th number should be our median. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 79 is our median. Then we need to find our quartile, our first quartile and our third quartile. If there is an odd number, which there is in this case because we have 15, you do not include the median within the data set to find the median or the lower quartile and the upper quartile. So if I look at this first set, which is our smaller set of numbers, we now have 7 numbers. The middle number is going to be the 4th number. So the lower quartile is 69. The upper quartile is also going to be the 4th number, which is the middle of the second half, which is 87. And if you recall, the IQR, or the interquartile range, is going to be that third quartile minus the first quartile, which is equal to 87 minus 69, which is equal to 18. So our interquartile range is 18. Let's go ahead and try another one. This next one I'm going to order the numbers again. So we have 15, 20, 25, 30, oops, 40, 55, 60, and 70. Okay, in this case, we have 8 terms. So we are going to have 2 middle numbers. So 30 plus 40 is 70. And remember, if you have 2 medians, you can go ahead and add the 2 together and divide by 2. So 30 plus 40 divided by 2 is equal to 70 divided by 2, which is equal to 35. So our median is 35. Then we want to go ahead, and since this is an even number, we don't want to take out the median for the lower quartile and upper quartile. We just want to split it in half. So in this case, I have 20 plus 25, which is equal to 45. And 45 divided by 2 is 22.5. So that Q1 is 22.5. In the second half, we're going to take 55 plus 60, which is 115, and divide by 2. And that gives us 57.5. Because we take the Q3 minus the Q1 to find our IQR, we're going to take 57.5 minus 22.5, which is equal to 35. So our Q1 is 22.5, the lower median of the first half. The median is the middle. Q3 is the median of the second half, and then IQR is the difference between the two.